Good morning and welcome to Backyard and Beyond. This morning we're visiting with Laura Schweniger. We got lots of stuff to do. Of course, Laura is the conservationist for Cass County. Good morning to you, Laura.
Good morning.
And welcome to the new year.
Yes, 2011.
Yes, and you're off and running. Let's talk about swans first.
Yeah.
The swans, soiree with the swans.
Soiree with the Swans is coming up, and that's going to be this Saturday, January 8th. And I was just out there this morning checking on them, and there's about 30 of them. We've been keeping about 30 at night, so we've been planning on feeding about 30. So if you do go out there and you don't see all 30 of them, that's fine. They still seem to be flying out to the fields and checking out Cass County. So,
I wonder, does it make a difference now that a lot of the snow is gone that they can find some
they
things?
can go back out, and that does make a difference. And boy, that warm day, there wasn't very many on the pond, which is kind of interesting. So.
Well, they were like the rest of us, out and about, and going, "Hey, this is like spring." Well,
yes, I was crossing my fingers they wouldn't get confused.
Yeah, exactly. That's is that more than last year?
Yeah, that's about average, but a little higher than our average for right now. We have been feeding on usually it's Sunday nights that a bunch of them come in, and it's been this year on Sunday nights. There's been 40, 49. I think 49 was our highest this year so far.
Interesting. Come to visit on Sunday night, huh?
Well, it could be worse. The one pond that I know of, the other wintering site, has 104 every day. And that are feeding 104.
Well, it has to be quite a sight, though. 100?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yes.
And where is that at?
That is just west on Highway 20, up by Webster City. So
wow, quite a sight. Okay. Now we need to tell people time and place and all that stuff.
So January 8th and Saturday, it'll start at 11, and our last program will be at 2:00. And of course, just in case there's no swans or if it's really, really nasty outside, we'll have it at the library. So make sure you listen to KJAN. They'll have that information that day, and we will move it to the Atlantic Public Library from about 11:30 to 1. But you never know.
That's true. That's true. And how long is the program?
Every program restarts over about every 10 minutes. We do a 10-minute program, answer some questions, and then we just kind of restart.
You can stay longer, or
it's come and go, and we have. We'll have a light lunch and some hot chocolate, that sort of thing. Of course, we'll have spotting scopes and binoculars. So in case you're not outfitted don't worry about that. We'll have some to pass around, and make sure you guys look at those.
And just in case there's somebody new to the community, where are the swans?
Correct. All right. It's Highway 83. And as if you're going out of town on Highway 83 West, you'll see Pell Grow on one side, and then eventually you'll see Shilberg Construction. It's a white building on your right, and you'll turn right into their parking lot. And if you drive right around, keep heading for the water, and you'll see our swans.
All right.
And then that's Lake 4, technically. So.
Oh, Lake 4. Okay. Real, that's a really exciting name.
I know.
And so anybody, of course, is invited, and it's quite a sight, quite an event.
Yes, and they do. They don't even know. They don't care that we're there. They'll come up, they'll eat, and they'll feed, and do go on with their normal day.
Okay. Do you need corn?
We're always looking for corn. We're either looking for that in monetary donations, or if you have some extra corn that you're not going to take or send somewhere, we would definitely take it off your hands, that sort of thing. So we do go through a lot of corn.
I can imagine, yes. And you got to keep them fed, keep them happy, or they won't maybe show up anymore.
They'll just move on.
So keep them happy.
We got to keep them around here.
That's right. Well, that's, of course, not the only thing you're working on, Laura. You always have 3 or 4 things in your bag.
Yep. Well, with winter coming and the no school days right now, we have winter camps during some no school days. So our first one is going to be for the kindergarten and the first graders, and that one is going to be January 17th. And so if your child's not signed up for that yet, make sure you give us a call and sign your child up for that. That's all schools all the schools in Cass County will be on January 17th. And right now we're doing a morning class, but if we fill up on the morning class, we'll sure do an afternoon class. And those registrations can be phone called into the extension office. So 243-1132. And that deadline is January 6th, so it's this week. And that's for the kindergarten and first graders.
Okay,
and
but,
then
is there a fee for that?
Nope, it's free.
Okay. And when you say camp, they're not going to go out in tents.
No, we learn about and mammals this year for those guys, and we just have it inside. We do go outside, but we do kind of stay inside for part of the day.
So you said morning and afternoon. What are the times?
This year it's going to start at 8 a.m. and the kids will be done at 11:30. Okay. So and then we are doing also in February our other camp for the older kids, the second graders and the third graders. They are going to do nature detectives this year, and that's if you're in the Griswold School District. You're going to have that date be February 11th. And then if you're in Atlantic or Cumberland and Messina and Anita school districts, you're going to be February 21st.
Okay. So get those marked on your calendar if you have kids in that grade, because I know they will be excited to go to those. And you always have great things for them to learn and to do. So just a neat activity that they can learn extra things that they don't usually learn. Yeah. Okay, any other winter activities going on? Well,
we will be having the snowshoes, and that'll be in February. And so look for a program to be right around Valentine's Day. And then also we'll be doing some snowshoeing in with the school kids and when they're actually in school. So that'll be from February 10th to the 23rd is when we'll have the snowshoes. So if you want to come learn how to snowshoe, keep your eyes peeled for that in the newspaper.
May people borrow or rent those snowshoes other than the class, or is it just for the class?
They can call our office and see if a certain date would work out, and they can check them out. Yep. Okay. That's possible. Okay. They just have to call and say, hey, can I have them that Saturday, or that sort of thing.
Is that going up in popularity? It's I've heard my sister talking about it when I hadn't heard her 5 years ago. Yeah, well,
I hope so, especially after last winter. We had plenty of snow to have snowshoes. But we borrow them from Harrison County, and we have been borrowing them so we can see how much usage they are, and so if we should invest in snowshoes or not. So, we're hoping that it kind of takes off. Some of our areas that don't get used during the winter could really benefit from having some snowshoeing and things go on in there.
How many sizes are there?
There's actually, for the adults, there's 4 to 5 sizes. I have the preschool sized ones. I go out with the preschool kids. They let me borrow about 5 of the ones with the preschool kids. And once you have more than 5 preschool kids out on snowshoes, you don't want more than
enough,
that. Yeah, that's pretty enough. That's enough. So there are preschool sized ones, and then there's kind of that middle size for the kids, and then they weigh too much, and the kids have to be in the adult ones.
Oh, interesting. So the person's weight determines the
size of the snowshoe.
Interesting. Yeah. Not the size of our feet or that kind of thing, but how much we weigh. Very interesting. Yeah. So if you want to learn more about snowshoes, you'll be letting us know when that's
February.
Going to be. Yep. Yeah. Okay. And your office, I'm sure there's still some people who don't know that you've moved.
Yes, we're in Lewis. And down at Cold Springs, our phone number is 769-2372. And, of course, we do have a website at mycountyparks.com.
My County Parks. Okay, very good. So, Swans, that's coming up Saturday the 8th.
January 8th.
Starting at 11.
To 2 o'clock will be our last program. Okay. So we'll be out there till about 2:30.
Okay. And parents of kindergartners and first graders, remember January 6th?
17th.
Well, that's the deadline, though, for sign-up,
Oh,
right?
yep, January 6th is the deadline. Yep,
Okay,
correct.
for the camp that's on the 17th.
18th, yep.
And then look ahead to February for the second and third graders.
Yep,
Great.
yep,
Very
correct.
good. Well, we want to thank you very much, Laura Schwinninger, for coming in, our Cass County Conservationist. We're very fortunate to have you here to be doing all these activities. And until next time, here's something I think you believe, Laura. Leave everything a little better than you found it.